So the metric system. The metric system is the system of unit of measurement that is used in most places in the world. And peculiarly enough, it is not used in the U.S., so it's not something that's as familiar to people in the U.S. The U.S. uses a more old-fashioned system of measurement that most of the world believes is more confusing. Because the great thing about the metric units is that each of the things goes up by 10 each time. So it makes it very easy to calculate when you change things from one to another. And there's three main things that metric units measure that we need to be concerned about. The first thing is length, how long something is. Second thing is capacity, how much does it hold, and mass, how much does it weigh. And for length, the base unit is something called a meter. For capacity, the base unit is something called a liter. And for mass, the base unit is something called a gram. Now, a meter is close to 3 feet. So close to basically where a doorknob is on a regular standard door. A liter, this is kind of obvious, is half of what a 2-liter pop bottle is. And a gram is close to the weight of what a standard paperclip is. Now, the really clear thing to understand here is that you put these terms in front of these terms a lot of the time. And that changes the amount you have. So for example, if I have 1 kilometer or kilometer, then that means I have 1,000 meters. If I have 2 kilometers, that means I have 2,000 meters. If I have 1 hectometer, I have 100 meters. If I have 1 decameter, I have 10 meters. Now, going down even further, if we just have a meter, we just have a meter, obviously. If I have 1 decimeter, then I have 1/10 of a meter. If I have 1 centimeter, that's 100th of a meter, and 1 millimeter, that's 1,000th of a meter. And so each time, this goes down by a factor of 10. The only time that doesn't work is because I don't have the base unit listed right here. That's where that should be. So it should say either meter, liter, or gram there if you want to get really clear, but there's not a prefix for it. But otherwise, it goes down by 10 each time. And the same thing is true the other way. If you have 10 millimeters, you have 1 centimeter. If you have 10 centimeters, you have 1 decimeter. If you have 10 decameters, then you have 1 hectometer. If you have 10 hectometers, you have 1 kilometer. And a lot of these things are used pretty regularly in science classes. So kilogram used a lot, milligram, things like that. In terms of measure for milliliters and things like that for measuring when you're doing chemistry. So these are really important things that are standard units that are used around the world.